Okay, let's see how it goes. Life, a perspective on making male life experience easier. Let's think through it together. So, you're a male and you want to live life. It's been a while since you've lived life, or you feel like you've lived life. So, let's try to see what could help you with living life effortlessly, because that's what you want right now. Right now, life is presenting itself to you as the hardest possible thing, which you have to deal with inevitably. And so what you want is, you want it to present itself to you in a way that it's almost effortless for you to deal with it. So let's try to see uh, what's uh, what's fundamental to this setting, to this behavior, to this pattern. What's really the base to it? Let's try to see it. Observation. So this is my observation, my observation from my own experiences. And it really is that I'm talking to myself more than I am to you, and I'm really trying to help my own self more than I am helping you. So I really am genuinely trying to help myself, but in a way, as I'm recording and I'm putting it out in a way that someone else can too, if they want to. So that would be kind of cool. Now the observation is, if you keep depriving yourself of the life force you seem to have been blessed with, there's not going to be much of a life that you can live. Well, it's quite the obvious. It's quite an obvious thing, isn't it? You inherit a life force, and you living a life that's effortless is pretty much tied with you having enough life force within you. It's pretty intuitive, isn't it? And so if/when you deprive yourself of this life force, especially without any purpose, without any real purpose, if/when you do that, you take a part of life out of you. So when you take that life out of you, now there's not much life in you than it was before you took it out. So as there is less life in you now, you're going to resultantly you will going to be experience less of it, if I might put it that way. So the less life force you have in you, the less of it, the less of life you are going to experience. So another idea, your quality of life depends pretty much on how well you guard your seed. Your quality of life depends pretty much on how well you guard your seed. And I'm telling you this to you as a young guy who's almost into his mid 20s. So if you're one or more steps behind me, this is absolutely useful for you as much as it is for me. Well, of course, it's for me first than it is for you. So the point that I was going to make is that if you keep vanishing yourself of the life force you fortunately inherit, and I'll get to the ways you do that I'm referring to here in a minute, there's not going to be much life in you, and so you obviously are going to find it difficult to even breathe. You are going to find it difficult to live life. And life will just present itself to you as truly a hard thing that you inevitably have to deal with. Remember, life, you have to live life. Okay? And so this is an inevitable thing you have to deal with. And that thing is presenting itself to you as a hard thing. And for it to present itself to you as a hard thing is because of you. You are responsible for this kind of pattern that you that you that you have to face, that you have to witness. It's because of you. Because you really have control over it. You really have, you as a young guy have control over how life get to choose that how it's going to present itself to you. And still somehow you choose to make it present itself to you as the hard thing. Then you make it present itself to you as a thing that's that's effortless for you to deal with. And oh yeah, so the ways you vanish yourself of the life force, you're jacking off, bro. You you're you're busting your nut, you're beating your meat, you're ejaculating for no good real purpose. Whatever the reason may be, your depression, your anxiety, your loneliness, whatever that may be, for momentary pleasure, that you experience through listening to erotic audios, consuming belly dance content, or whichever. I think it's I think it's not so much about these content. It's about your mental state. Yeah, it's about your mental health issues that you engage with these kind of things in a manner that could be considered as addictive. Okay, so this is the idea that life could have been absolutely effortless. So the same life that presents itself to you as the hardest of the things which you have to deal with could have been the exact opposite, utterly effortless. Well, how could that have been possible? By you not doing what you have been doing for a while, for a few years, for all these years. Yeah, so by you not doing what you have been doing for a while now, by you stacking your semen ferociously and not losing it like a lost boy. You know what? Stacked semen determines your, or let's say, how much control over life you're going to have as a male entity, as a male human entity. So that's my idea that stacked semen continuously would give birth to more and more life in you, and so you're you then are full of energy, you're full of life, you navigate through life easily, effortlessly, you you're more magnetic, more charming, you're more charismatic. It's easy for you to smile, it's easy for you to have fun, to be funny, to be charming, to be enchanting, all of these things. And so I think to to make it precise, there are two things. If you, let's say you're 16, you're 17, you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 25, and you ejaculate for no good reason, and you keep doing that every day, or every second, every third day, or even every fifth day, or even after a month, even after a month, you ejaculate for no good reason, you are making life present itself to you uh, at a difficult level. Whereas if you were to make it present itself to you in a way that it was effortless for you to deal with it, you would you would protect your semen, you would guard your seed, you would stack your semen. And how do you do that? First you need to just be and meditate, journal, maybe exercise. Physical exercise won't hurt. Eat right food, get a good sleep, introspect, observe life, see what things are necessary, what are the things that are absolutely essential. When you look closely to the things that we usually take for granted, you'll become more appreciative of life. You'll become more and more grateful overall. And so you would be more happy when you become grateful. Well, anyways, if you stack your semen, you you you're creating a chance for you to develop control over your life. It would be much easier for you to study. It would be much easier for you to exercise. It would be much easier for you to focus on yourself, on your business. It would be much easier for you to pull money into your life. It would be much easier for you to connect with other people. People would find you attractive. You'd be magnetic. Your network would expand. You will be rising up to the top. You will be becoming the top 5% of the men. You will be taking yourself to that. And so when you're at the top, you have everything. That's the Pareto principle, and that's how really things are in reality, in real life. Almost all the people have nothing, and almost a minority of people, human beings, have everything. So if you're at the top, you have everything, you have access to everything, and I think that's the place to be. And it certainly begins for you as a guy with stacking your semen, with being careful around it. Yeah, with taking care of it, being protective of it, guarding it. I think that's pretty much it. I had some observations and some ideas to present you. Hopefully, I have done that for now as much as I could have. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. How to fucking end this, bro?